video is a follow-up to a video I did on supplements that have lead. So this is specializing in or focusing in on prenatal supplements. So if you or anyone that you know of are planning to have children, are pregnant now, please go ahead and share this video. Now these tests results are all according to third-party testing. These are the supplements that tested positive in one or more of the areas of heavy metal testing. This is going to be cadmium, arsenic, mercury, and lead. So the first one is Pure Encapsulation Prenatal Assist. The other one is Megafood Baby and Me Too, and Thorn Basic Prenatal and Prenatal DHA. Now this list is not in any particular order going from highest to lowest or lowest to highest, but the one that had the highest amount of lead showing up according to the third-party test results is a prenatal supplement called Parallel First Trimester Prenatal Pack, showing 107 parts per billion. Now just to kind of show you what's in context, you want something that's actually less than 5 parts per billion, not 107 parts per billion. That's pretty dang high. Now the next two, I'm actually quite disappointed because this brand actually touts itself of deriving a lot of their vitamins and minerals from whole organic foods versus just synthetic ones. So imagine my surprise when I saw them. So they actually have 2 prenatal multivitamins on this list, and it's actually quite devastating. And so I hope that any of you women that are taking this, that you immediately switch over. So this brand is Garden of Life. So the first one, and I'm gonna read it off because I wanna make sure that I get this right. The first one is Garden of Life Vitamin Prenatal Multi-Whole Food Multivitamin with 94.0 parts per billion of lead, but the arsenic is a whopping 1,100 parts per billion. 1,100 parts per billion. The other one is the Garden of Life Vitamin Code Raw Prenatal Vitamin, and that one has 94.0 parts per billion of cadmium, 1,900 parts per billion of arsenic, so it's even higher, and 46.0 parts per billion of lead. So extremely high, and you would think that that would be one of the more safer ones. Now another one which doesn't surprise me is the brand called Nature Made. You see this in a lot of CVS, Walgreens, you see this at Costco. Very, very, very inexpensive. I know enough that when it's very inexpensive, it's usually a lot of it is very poor quality type of vitamins and minerals. So this one is Nature Made Prenatal Folic Acid plus DHA Soft Gels. This one is under orange scent, and it has 121 parts per billion of cadmium. The new chapter 1 daily prenatal multivitamins is for 35 plus, so I'm assuming that this is aimed towards more mature women who are pregnant or planning to have children. It's 86.8 parts per billion, so it's a little bit lower. Now, the prenatal multivitamins that had the lowest amount of lead and cadmium, but still had dangerous levels of mercury and arsenic, was Thorn Prenatal DHA Gel Caps. Now, even Mary Ruth's Organic Prenatal and Postnatal Liquid Multivitamin had 18.0 parts per billion lead and traces amounts of the cadmium, arsenic, and mercury as well. The one that rated the lowest of all of them for prenatal was one that was called Smarty Pants Organics Multivitamin with Omegas. They were gummies, and that one had 7.77, so just above the one that was the negligible amount of less than 5 parts per billion. It had 7.77 parts per billion lead, and then minimal amounts of traces of heavy metal. Now, if you are waiting to hear which one was the cleanest one that came back from all the test results, I am sorry to report that none of the prenatal supplements that were tested, so you have to remember there's probably hundreds and hundreds of them, so the ones that were tested by third-party testing, none of them came back clean or had low enough amounts, unfortunately. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Christy. I specialize in treatment-resistant hyperpigmentation. And if you've been following me and you're wondering why I'm doing this segment right here, it is because over the years, I have treated quite a few people who had what's called pregnancy mask. And a few of them were actually pregnant 4 months into their pregnancy, usually 4 to 6 months, and then they started forming what was called pregnancy mask. It's usually this hyperpigmentation or melasma patches that usually form typically around their eyes or just over their eyes and on their forehead. Now, usually it is linked to some sort of vitamin deficiency or gut issue, liver issue. There's all sorts of and hormonal issues. And so why I'm talking about this is because if you are pregnant or you know someone who's pregnant, and what can happen is if you're taking these prenatal vitamins that have a high amount of heavy metals, your liver is working so hard to try to detoxify, and a lot of it cannot come out because it's already filtering out a lot of the impurities just by having another human being inside you. So this is why I talk about this. So it's really important that you know. Now, if you or anyone that you know of may be pregnant or are planning to get pregnant, please share this video with them so that they know. And if you want the complete list of all the prenatal vitamins or supplements that they had tested, I'll go ahead and put the link below. And I want to give credit to this person. This person is also known as Lead-Free Mama. Now, a lot of you love the benefit of taking prenatal vitamins because your nails get really long, really fast, and really strong. But actually, you don't even need that. If you take, and I'm not kidding you, if you take collagen peptides or hydrolyzed collagen, and you also take it with colostrum, your nails, so for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm actually 10 years past postmenopausal stage. So, and typically that is when your nails become very weak and very, you know, they chip. Mine, so I wanted to show you them. They are not polished or anything because I wanted to do this on purpose so that you could see. I did not let them, I let them grow out. And if you can see them, these are my natural nails and they are really strong. See how strong that is? So if you take them with collagen plus colostrum, because there are enzymes in that helps deliver a lot of the nutrients to the cell, right? Because if you have a poor delivery system and your cell receptors are not receiving that, it doesn't matter how many supplements you take or how many vitamins or minerals that you're taking, it needs a good delivery system. Now, just briefly, I'm gonna just talk about this colostrum. You got to take it with collagen. Not necessarily at the same time. I don't take them at the same time. But so this one is actually yellow. I don't know if you can see that, but it's actually yellow. It's grass-fed, and it's half the cost of one of the more expensive ones. So I will put a link in the description below. So I'm going to cut my nails after this video. I just wanted to make a point on how fast that they grow just by taking the collagen and the colostrum. Okay, so if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe, because remember, makeup is an art, skincare is a science, and we'll see you in the next video.